Hello,
All right,
everyone.
hello.
Welcome back. How are you, Angela,
How are you
today?
today, Christine?
I'm
How
okay.
are you?
I'm a little tired,
Hmm.
uh, and I'm leaving tomorrow to see my dad. So I'm putting a hard block in 3 hours for the sprints so that
For sure.
I can get some shut eye. Because I need to go to sleep at 2 a.m. So 2 a.m. is my shut off for me. And right now it's 11 for me. So in 3 hours, which I think is still decent for sprints. And
For sure.
otherwise, I did just get access to Royal Assassin like a couple hours ago.
Oh,
So I made an
exciting.
executive decision, which is to restart not from the beginning because I DNF'd it twice, right? The first time I made a decent progress in it and I read like 35% or something, which Libby also
Sure.
remembered that I did, right? And the second
Yeah.
time off, I only read like 3% in the car. And
Okay.
since I was driving so much, I was like, I'm not attentive, so I'll do it another time, right? So it was not a real DNF. And so this time around, I was like, I remember where we went off because I was annoyed. And so I remember what happened. And it's one of those books that's very slow. So I'll try again at 35%. If I get, lost, I get lost. And it was fine. And I'm just bored. But I did read a chapter.
Mhm.
However, I'm way too tired to read a book just via audio. So I will not read that tonight. I will stick to the books that I have on my plans because I'm finishing The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I have 2 hours left. So that's my plan. How
Cool.
about you, Angela?
Yeah. So I have not read any more of the Poppy War since the last time I saw you. So
That's
I will
okay.
be just kind of chipping away at that. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't even remember what percent I'm on. In the same place I was the
You
last
know,
time
that's
we did sprints.
next
So
But next week's sprints, we can suffer together if you don't read more of the Poppy War because I will be
yeah,
reading Royal Assassin. And also
I
that
probably
audiobook is 29 hours. So even if I chip away at it a little bit, I still have a lot.
a lot left. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I DNF'd that one because it was too boring. That's why I walked away. Um,
Yeah.
I just started a historical romance. When I say just, I mean like 45 minutes ago. I started The Princess and the Rogue by Kate Bateman, and I'm really liking it so far. So I
Mm.
have a feeling that as soon as we get off of sprints, I'm just going to go back
Mm-hmm.
to that.
That's
Um,
fair. That is totally fair. Also, my brain just wants to read Brimstone because I just got access to it, which is the sequel to Quicksilver. And I just did a
uh,
reread of Quicksilver with a friend a few days ago. So I'm like, you know,
yeah.
basically.
No, I
And
mean, I definitely think we should, when the reading bug hits you and when you're feeling excited, I think you should follow that.
well, I mean, also I'm super excited because today is release day. And this is like the ever first time it happens to me because it's very hyped, right? And so usually with the library loans, I'm not at the time, I don't look at it so far in advance and I don't get access to it.
So
And
it's
this
like
time
30,
around,
40 weeks out. Yeah.
yeah, but this time around, I don't know. It worked really well. I was like looking it up when the audio from one of the libraries I have just went on, and then I requested it, and I was first in line, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
that feeling.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it was good.
Cool. Well, should
So
we jump
yeah,
in since we don't
yeah, yeah.
have
We should.
that many
We
hours
should.
today? What would you like me to roll? Do you want us to work up from a D4 again, or what do you want to do?
No, I think we should do a D20 to start
Okay,
with because that's the one we didn't do last time. So we should
sure.
actually go down and see, instead.
Okay, we actually got pretty high. So for a D20, we're going to multiply by 3 because that would put a 20
Mhm.
as an hour. And we got a 16. 16. So
Mm.
that's a pretty good starting sprint. I think it would be
Yeah,
48, right? Yeah.
that sounds right.
I feel like that's actually like a surprisingly normal starting sprint time. Maybe a
Yeah.
little bit long, but not too bad.
Hey, the die knows I need to finish my book.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get started on mine and I am going to disappear from screen as I eat my pancakes that I just made. But then I will
Ooh,
be back soon.
yummy. I made crepes actually, so we kind of match
Hey,
for
kind of
dinner.
match. All right. Those of you who are reading, good luck. See you soon.
See you soon. Welcome back.
Hello.
How much did you read?
Oh, great question. So I think, around like 23 or 24%. And it is a long book. So I got to
Yeah.
31%. I actually, last time I was reading, I had it on like 2.5 times speed. And I actually had to kick it down a little bit. I was like, let's go down to like 2.1. let's
Mm,
let's slow it up. So yeah, but good progress. Almost a third of the way
cool.
there, which is awesome. How about you?
That's good. I have an hour and 7 minutes left, so I read like 50 pages or so, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having fun. I mean, it's book three in a series, so Also, I'm happy because I do remember enough. It's like, it's a series of duologies. So it's like the third book, but it's like, like following different characters. But like you see like a side character that you had in the two first books, right? And it's another part of the world. And so I still remember like it was pretty easy for me to get back into it, even if I don't remember like all the details. I think also the author is doing a good job at like just giving you like a couple of, like notes and stuff about what happened without like reiterating
Sure.
everything. So that's good.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Um yeah.
Yeah,
Uh
I was planning on knitting tonight, but I also have an embroidery project I want to start. And
mm,
also just like playing on my phone is is pulling me away from doing either of those things. So I'm gonna
yeah.
continue knitting here during the
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. I see what you mean because like for the past like week or two, I've been falling back into like a complete obsession about the Stardew Valley. And like but the problem also is that I'm not good enough to like play and listen to an audiobook at the same time. Especially if I'm
Mm,
like going to the mines or like because like you're fighting like monsters and stuff or like fishing because like fishing, oh my God, I hate fishing so much. But I
that's
still
really fun.
pushing myself through that because I still enjoy. I think I enjoy the list kind of quest thing, right? Because like you're in this going to this town and doing this farm, and they give you quests, and then you're like rebuilding this community center and stuff. And I do also like the aspect that like all the characters in that world, they have a schedule, so you have to as you start to learn about them, you understand what they like and what they don't like and like it's the same also there's like so many like hidden things in the game that I still like learn about it. So I even like started
Sure,
watching YouTube videos about it because like there's so many things that I never knew. you know like
sure.
um but I think it did overwhelm me the first time I did try that game because I was like, there's so many things and I don't even know how to play it or things like that. So I think like it's a two-headed sword, but uh yeah. What did you want to talk about today?
Yeah,
I
this is
felt
a fabulous
since
question that I don't think I have a good answer to.
I mean, I think we could actually brainstorm because we did say that, we are both currently reading our last book for our challenge, right?
Yeah,
And I think we could brainstorm about what we're gonna do next year, right? Because
yeah,
I think I still want to do it. Maybe change it a little bit. I think 12 is still a good number. Because we might not, like at the beginning, we probably will have maybe some momentum and read a lot and then have, like some breaks or whatever. So
it
I
seems
think
pretty
12 is a decent.
achievable this year. So I
Yes.
think that that's smart. Yeah. So, what are you thinking about as far as like what categories you'd like us to pick from this year?
Well, I do think that you made such a good choice, in what you chose anyway, that it feels, like like I should like give you like a category of like just you choose whatever you think, like you
Oh,
can recommend
that would
some,
be
right?
wild. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't have to be books that I don't have on my TBR or on my want to
Right.
read list, right? But they are books that you want to recommend me reading, and you've been
Sure.
shouting at them and saying like, Clementine, you should read
Clementine.
this, you should read this, you should read this.
I feel like I don't have as many this year as I did last year, but with
Yeah.
some thinking, I'm sure I could come up with some more. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely like this seems like a good thing. Obviously, like series continuation is still always a thing, right? I want to
Mhm.
strive. And I think it's a good one because you could like look a little bit like Rural Assassin. You could look at them and be like, oh my God. And I think it's a good plan because like also for some of them, like Magic Study that you gave me, I decided I DNF'd it and now it's off of my series list.
Yes.
And probably being honest, Royal Assassin probably will be too because I'm not having fun. So it's looking like a DNF, but I'm giving it a little bit more than one chapter, right? So like I think it's a good thing. Then obviously we should have like maybe you could recommend 4 to me. Maybe 4
Okay.
could be series continuation, and the
Mhm.
4 last ones could be like from my TBR.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah. Do you
and I
have them
think that
sorted
sounds good.
into your physical TBR or in like your Goodreads Storygraph TBR? Or is it just like look at your whole TBR on Storygraph?
So I think I shared, but I can reshare with you like my Google spreadsheet for the TBR. Because like you
Okay.
can actually search through. I mean, if we want to be like very like nosy and stuff, I could share it and just show it. It's gonna be very small for people online, but like um because like essentially you can basically click to just show like the physical books that I have, or just like because I have the books on my TBR and I have another spreadsheets for the series too, that I could do. So
Yeah,
like
I'm sure I could find it. I just might have to dig back through my drive a bit.
yeah. Let me continue. Uh there. Okay. Do you see it? Kind of.
Ooh, let me see. It just says you are sharing your entire screen.
Oh, great. I hate it. I hate it so
I've
much.
actually never
Okay.
seen it do that before. That's really, really
Yeah,
funny.
I know. That's funny. Let's try again. I do not
That's
understand
hilarious.
this. I just okay. Oh yeah, okay. This.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's very small,
It is, you
right?
were right. It is quite small. I'm gonna make your screen so much bigger. Okay, I can see a little bit now.
Okay, let me
Mhm.
do that. Right? So like
Mhm.
I put the title so that you can just look at the other, like columns easily like that. But like so
Uh-huh.
you have a lot of things in there and it's by author. So obviously the green ones are the ones I've read. So you can just go to the Goodreads TBR and just like remove
Sure.
this like that. Some I haven't read, a few I haven't read, but are not technically on my TBR because they're like classics or nonfiction that I don't want to put myself through like reading very quickly without,
Mhm.
unhauling them or something like that. But anyway, so like this is one, for example, but you can also do like, because I also do by page number when I acquired it. So you
So
can
do
also
you
be
want me to pick
nosy.
ones? So do you want me to pick ones that you own, or do you want me to pick just ones that are on your TBR?
So those I all own in one format. If you look at it,
Okay,
some are like ebook, so you could look at physical ebook like and
gotcha,
everything.
gotcha.
And a few I have like physical and ebook or things like that. So, but like, you know.
You know.
Um and for the series also like I have a list of series and like I can send you like And
Yeah.
it's easy
Well, I
enough. You can just
definitely, I'm not sure that I
look.
had the
Yeah.
TBR spreadsheet, but I'm very sure that I have your series spreadsheet
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
But if you
I
could just
I
email
I
both of
will
them to me, that
anyway
would make
like
it super easy.
send it to you so that like you have access. Oh, yeah, no, my
Well,
TBR you don't actually because one thing I did is that I essentially like redid it because when I came back to France, I made sure that I had like both like the TBR like from France and from the US, like and both of them. So I have this like new kind of thing telling me where the book is, if it's in storage or if it's here or
that
something, so that I know, in my head.
makes
um,
sense. Yeah. The other thing we have to think about is how we would like to deliver these choices to one another. I thought of some options. We could mail to each other, but I know myself and I know it will take me
yeah,
a very long time to actually mail you anything.
I
I
know.
want to be honest about my capacity as a
I
human. So what I was thinking was
Yeah.
maybe like a series of Canva slides that have like an envelope or something covering the title and the author. So like it's secret, right? And like it's
Mhm.
covered. And then we could share it with one another and then roll a D12 or something and then delete the cover at like the thing covering it. And then it would
Sure.
reveal the actual
So
title. That's one of
I
my
actually had another idea, which is
Mhm.
to essentially basically just create like a wheel of the choices that we have, right? And like
It's not
and we
secret,
sorry?
which is okay. If you don't want it to be
No,
secret,
but
we can
like
do that. Yeah.
we have like I would have access to your wheel,
Uh-huh.
but you
Okay.
would not have access. And so we would, because like we basically like chose the stars during sprints, right? So we could do that during sprints and we could have the other be like that and be like all the other people, like because like I'm not gonna rewatch the sprints, right? Just to see whatever books I have or something like that. So we could like do something like this, or do it another way and just I don't know, but
That's
I thought
interesting.
it would be fun to do the wheel, and it seemed easy enough because you can just have it digitally, right? Um,
Yeah.
and also like you can just check, update or something if you see like that somebody is reading a book or something, you could replace it or something like that, like you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't we each like kind of think about how we would want to present it to the other person, and maybe we can kind of try both ideas and see
sure.
either which one we like better or whether we like both of them or whatever with our own little style
But I
and
mean, we
thought.
could also like do like a combination of both. Like we could make it into Canvas slides, with like like um how to say, with it being like hidden, and like
Mhm.
then we spin it,
I
we
like
we
the
roll a
idea of
die.
the reveal, like you revealing it. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
very
No,
fun.
no, no. I
What we could
understand.
also do, Clementine, this might be fun. This would be a little bit off the beaten path to what we've done before. What we could
Yeah.
do is design, like let's say we put like a cover over it on Canva, like an overlay so that we can't see what's underneath. We could decorate that overlay to kind of give the vibe a little bit
Mm,
of the story, like a little bit of a hint, not a big hint, just a little hint. And then, of course, we could generate it randomly. But if you're like, oh, I want something like romantic and magical, maybe you can find that for
I
yourself.
see.
Your picks.
Or
Uh,
like
some
one
options.
one thing that I've seen also when people do polls, online of like books, choose which
Mhm.
book I read, and sometimes they do emoji polls, and like the emojis are always
Ah,
funny because like it's always like an interpretation of something. And so you have to figure out, and you're like, oh, this one sounds like I don't know, and you're like, how was this the book, right? you know.
yeah, I'm not sure how good. I already have a couple in mind for you, and I'm not sure if I could make them into emojis, but that would be very fun. And the other ones I have in mind, I think would be way too obvious, where you would be like, "Oh, I know what
But
that
like
is."
also like I think it would be nice to have things like that, but also we could have, maybe not always, but sometimes also we could like roll a die and let the die decide, right?
For
Um,
sure. No, I mean, I think because we have
so
12, like rolling a
yep,
d12 is super easy. And then if
yep.
we get the same number, we can always just re-roll, which would be totally fine.
And we could always pick like a few different ways and things like that. I like the canvas slide, but we should decide a little bit more as to how we want it to be.
Yeah. We have some time to think. It's also like a month and a half away, which is a little
No,
while.
but that's why we're brainstorming because we want it to be extra, right?
Yeah, I don't think I want you to pick from my physical TBR this year for two
Mm.
reasons. One, because my physical TBR is actually getting kind of pared down. Like there's just not
Yeah.
as much of a selection there. I could totally still give it to you, but
No, but
it's just
that's
like
good.
pretty
I mean,
restricted. Yeah.
that's what you wanted last time, because you saw it and you did a great effort with it, so it's good, and you don't need to.
Yeah.
That's what.
So I think kind of having essentially the same categories is fine with me. I would just
Yeah.
say go go gentle with me on your Clementine picks. I have no idea what to expect from that because I don't
Yes.
think I let you go wild this year at all. So I'm giving you some freedom. Please don't make me regret it. That's how I feel.
No, but I think I was mean to you last time because I saw so many pics on your physical TBR. So I was kind of really responsible of you dwindling down all of those because like it was a little bit selfish. But this year I really want to find pics that I think you would love. So I hopefully, I can figure it out. But like yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Also, I
Fingers.
do have already like a pick or two, and I think those are easy wins. So just,
Good. I
for
like
you.
easy. I like fast. I like feeling accomplished. I like all
Yeah.
of those things. I like instant gratification. It's
Yay.
good. All the vices. Ooh. Well, I'm
Shall
glad that
we?
this will give me something to talk about or something like to think about as we're. Not that I need
Mhm.
something extra to think about while we're sprinting, but it's nice to have something kind of going on in the
Sure.
background. What do you want me to
Yeah.
roll? Another d20? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Well,
This
well,
time I got 6 instead of you can't see it. That's not the right number. Okay.
okay.
It's a 6. Trust me, it's a 6. We got
Yeah.
a 6.
So that's
So 6
18
times
minutes.
3 is 18, which is a nice short, snappy
Yeah.
sprint. We love that.
Yeah, we did.
A nice little break after the last longer one. Anyone
Yes.
listening, we're going to read or work for about 18 minutes and then come back together at the end. Good luck and
Mhm.
happy reading. And we're back.
We're back. Oh my God, my
Atlas.
book.
Oh no, Atlas is very
I
upset. If you were watching the video at all, he was like up in my face. It is raining outside. It has started raining. So we're panting, we're shaking,
yeah,
we're doing all the rainy things.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
I am 15 minutes from being done
Mm-hmm.
with my book, and we had some pretty big reveals. I was like gasping a little bit. I can't say anything about anything.
Right. Spoilers. Is the
Even
next one
before
out?
the reveals, I was like considering talking about one thing, but like I can't. All of it is spoilers.
No.
Just-
Is the next book out, 17?
so yeah, I did like wait a little bit for this one because I was since it's like duologies, I was like I'm gonna wait for 3 and 4 to be out. So 3 and 4 are out. I think 4 came out a few months ago, a couple months ago. I think August or September. I
Perfect.
feel like that's right. Um, yeah, August. It is August. August. It was August. And book 5 is coming next year, but I might wait also for the because like I think it's like once a year that she does like a release. So I might wait for the one because I think also it's the last one, the last duology, maybe. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more. I don't know. The world is so expensive anyway that you could go to like another because essentially it's a little bit like a court of thorns and roses with different courts of fays, but it's like different courts of vampires. And so like the first geology essentially focuses on the house of night, and in this one you're more in the house of shadow, right? So like anyway. um
Spooky.
but you have also gods that are prevalent, and it's very interesting the way it's done. Because like essentially it's this goddess Nyaxia who made the vampires before. So like they're very petty and very funny in some ways. They're don't get me wrong, they're very petty and very dangerous and very scary. I would not like to be like in that world, but yeah. And I
I'm
mean
sure.
the titles are seem bad, but they do mean something, right? It's like the serpent and the wings of night. I think I finally understand the titles also with book 3. So it's funny to me. Well, I mean, I understood the titles, but now I understand the sort of second meaning. So anyway, how was your book?
It's good. I'm still really enjoying. We are still at school.
Yeah.
For context for anyone listening, I've read this book before, and it's definitely split into like two distinct parts. So the first part feels very different than the second part. And the first part is like a fantasy school in historical China inspired
Mm-hmm.
world situation. So
Yep.
the second part is going to be like kind of militarily based with a lot more emphasis on the magic also. So right now I'm at 34%. So I got 3 more percent in. It is a pretty lengthy book, so I'm happy with that progress. But it does feel like slower going today than it was last time. Um, but yeah, I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying. It doesn't feel like it's taking a long time when I'm reading. It just feels
Mm-hmm.
like very slowly plugging away.
Yeah, I do feel also like I don't know because I haven't read the popular, but reading Babel, I would say also that Eric Kwong's writing style is not meant to also read like binge everything. You do want to take your time. So I don't know how it feels for the popular.
It feels
Uh,
fine.
yeah,
I think the Poppy War is like has a much brisker pace to it than Babel did.
sure.
I think that's
I did hear
extremely. I was
that.
actually surprised when
It's
I read, not necessarily surprised when I read Babel because oh sorry, I forgot to pause it. Um, I wasn't surprised when I read Babel because I had listened to a lot of reviews, but Babel is certainly, I think, slower than
Yeah.
the Poppy Board,
Yeah.
and personally suits my taste less than the Poppy Board
Hmm.
does. The Poppy Board is more my style. Um,
I mean, it does make sense that Bubble is like slower too. What they want to do and also like the atmosphere that she wants to write and all those things. I think it's important to have that. But yeah, it's cool. I wanted to check though the categories with you for the challenge for next year.
sure.
Because you said like that you could have the same. But so last year I did, for context, I did have like four categories for Angela to choose from. One was her series spreadsheet, so I'm assuming that one is good.
Yeah, that's fine.
The second one was the physical TBR, so we can just replace it by TBR if you want.
Well, what are all four
But
categories? Because you only need three of them this year.
yeah, but you don't have to make three if you prefer four. I mean, we can see. Um,
Sure, sure.
the third one was Pile of Shame. You did
Yes, I
shame
don't think I
yourself
need
into
that one.
some books. And the fourth one it was Anything My Pick. So I think we do want this one we're fine with it. Um, and I think the your pick and the series spreadsheet for sure. Um,
Yeah. Um, Another option would be, this is like kind of a wild option, so we might not do this. I think the
sure.
Clementine pick, my Storygraph TBR, and my series spreadsheet are all three really good. Another option would be, I have a ton, I mean hundreds of Libro FM like audio arcs that I've gotten
Mm,
that I haven't read. I can't like download the list or anything, but what I could do is like screen record my phone and just kind of
yeah,
scroll through them all and send that to you as
yeah.
a fourth category. Yeah.
If you want.
A lot of them are
So
like first books in series. You would definitely want to
sure.
look into some of them though, because sometimes they'll make like
Yeah.
the third one available
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
series.
no, no.
I haven't read
Yeah.
the rest of them, so that's kind of frustrating.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I also have like uh, I have a bind up of a bunch of Brandon Sanderson short stories on there. That was the Ars Arcanum that came out a while ago. Like that would be a poor choice. So
Yeah.
yeah, just like reading into some, like making sure you recognize them would be good. But yeah, that might be a good option.
Okay, so series, spreadsheet, Storygraph, TBR, Libra FM, my pick. Yeah, sounds good. And I mean there might be some
Oh,
overlap also, but sorry, what?
a friend, guess what? Um, this is very funny. One of my friends just texted me. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Allie Hazelwood is coming to our area, and she wants us to go to a book signing, which would
Ooh.
be exciting for me. It would not be exciting for you. But that's
Yeah.
very, very funny.
Yes,
Thursday,
it is.
January 29th. You know what? I'm just gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. We are saying yes to things.
Yeah.
Woo! And I think what I'll probably do, because I will feel guilty because it's a Thursday evening. I think I'll probably just take the day off and stay home with Atlas. Take a little mental health day. Stay home
Yeah.
with Atlas all day. Maybe read an Allie Hazelwood book all day. And go to the
Yeah,
event
I
in
mean,
the
when
afternoon.
you go to see an author, it's great to like
Yeah.
read or like reread something of theirs. I think it is great because it puts you in the good in the nice like
In the right
vibe, right?
headspace.
Yeah.
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 Really fun. Well, sorry for that little interruption. I did not expect that to pop up on my phone while I was looking into how to
You're
screen
perfectly fine.
record.
You're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm trying to check that I do have your I have the series spreadsheet. Yes. Yeah, yeah, I do. Aha. Aha.
It is pretty well updated too. I've been keeping it updated, which
Sure.
means that it's
Me too.
longer than it was at the beginning of the
Yeah.
year.
Mine too is longer. I've like started like
I am ashamed.
I don't know. I've started I don't know, at least 30 new series, but I've been keeping up with the series that I have started before, and some I DNF'd more than before too.
I
So I
actually
think
have not
it's
been
okay.
keeping up nearly as well. Yeah.
Um,
And I think the last couple of weeks of this year is just going to be me going back and trying to read all of the books that I wanted, like all of my
hmm,
anticipated releases. I have done the worst
sure.
job this year reading my anticipated releases. It's actually been really bad.
I think I've been good, except Onyx Storm is kind of my pile of shame now because I still haven't read it.
Oh,
Um, I think at this point it's like, first book of next year or something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Um,
at some point you just gotta bite the bullet and do the thing, my friend. That's
yeah,
just
it's
you
true.
just gotta.
I think I was hoping to get it because I'm doing, my sort of TBR jar kind of challenge thing. So I was hoping to get it at some point, but the jar instead is shaming me with the amount of Sebastian de Castell books I bought and still haven't read. So it was
Yeah.
like picking so
So you
many
just
of
keep.
them. So I was like, the next pick, I have to pick one of them because I've seen it. So like I have two Sebastian de Castell books to read like in a short amount of time. Completely different vibes because like one of them is young adult, the other one's like gritty adult one. So it's like very different,
Sure.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like,
Should we? I was just gonna ask, should we read some more since that last sprint was pretty
yeah,
short? Okay.
we should.
D20. Ooh, okay. This one will also be relatively short. This time we got a 7, which you also. I'm terrible at angling this so that you can see. Hello.
That's
Nope. You.
okay.
Nope.
We
It's a
trust
7.
you.
I promise. It's a 7. Okay. Just be glad it's not like a 1. Okay. So 7:21 minutes.
Hey, if it were a one, we would each put some music and dance awkwardly in for 3 minutes.
No, no awkward dancing. I would listen to 3 minutes of my
I
audiobook
know. I know.
All right, everyone. 21 minutes of the
Yep.
clock. Have fun with your reading. Clementine, I'm going to take Atlas outside quick because he's still freaking out about the rain. He just needs to see that it is regular rain. If I'm not back, proceed without me.
Okay, for people online, I think we'll just give another 5 minutes with the Pomodoro kitty that you see here. And hopefully Angela will have more time to uh, walk her dog, since it was a short sprint anyway. And that's because I also want to continue my book. So I hope everything is fine for everyone online. But let us know. Let me know if you want to chat or say something.
And we're back.
I did extend by the five extra, like
Oh, you
break minutes. Yes.
ah, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you. I came back and I was like, oh, 3 minutes still left on the clock.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, but that
I
totally
knew
makes sense.
I knew with the Pomodoro timer that we had like the extra, 5 minutes there, and I was like, it feels like a good time for, like that
Yeah,
to happen.
yeah. I
And
took
the
Atlas
sprint was
outside.
short, so it's fine, to extend a little bit.
Yeah, there were some men
How's Atlas?
talking like half a block down when we went outside. And so we kept getting distracted. He would like sniff around and then be
Hmm,
like, oh, they said something. And I'd be like,
I
yeah,
see.
because they're standing outside their house and they're allowed to do that. That's actually okay. That's like what normal people
Hmm,
do, my friend. And
hmm,
then he would like sniff
hmm.
around some more and then be like, what?
I see. I see. I
But
see.
he's okay now. He
Uh-huh.
We came back in and he settled down. I have this drawer that goes under my bed, and he likes to climb inside of it.
Mm.
So I've taken everything out of it. It's not storage anymore. It just has one of his torn up blankets in there. So he's, I think, in the drawer under my bed,
Mm.
cuddling with a
Hmm,
blanket.
hmm.
So
So he's like a cat.
yeah, no, I mean, I think Atlas is the most cattish dog
Uh-huh.
that exists. Like I actually think I've had similar conversations with other people where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he likes like sitting and being pet.
Uh-huh.
He likes to circle around and like make everything perfect before he lays down, which I know lots of dogs do, but also cats do.
Hmm.
He during the like if I'm here in like the late morning, like right before lunchtime, and if we're downstairs, like making a meal, he will look at exactly the place on the floor where the sun is, and he'll just sit on top of it, just like a cat. So
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
I think he's a dog with a cat soul.
Uh-huh. Definitely. A little bit.
Just a little. How's
How's
your
your
book?
progress?
I'm
Okay, I'll
at
start.
we both said I think we both said
Yeah.
it at the same time, and we have just a little bit of a lag. Um, so
Yes.
um, I'm at 38% now, and this is the part of the book where it starts to shift. So I just got the first sign
Mm-hmm.
that vibes are shifting a little bit.
I
They're not
see.
totally
Yeah.
shifted yet, but it's like it's starting to happen.
Yeah.
How about you?
I have 26 minutes left in my book.
You're so close. Wouldn't it be
I
like
know.
painful if I rolled and got an 8 and we only had 24 minutes left,
I know.
like on
That
the
would be very
screen?
painful.
That would be really funny.
Uh-huh.
That would be hilarious. I would laugh. I would go ha 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 ha. Yeah. How much time do we have left for you? I think we only have 45 minutes left before you're hard out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But we can chat
Yeah.
for 5 minutes if you want. Um,
Sure. Do you have a candle with you?
a
I look at
Kindle?
you and you're just blowing it. It looked like you were
No,
blowing
it's
out a candle, like book
oh
smelling.
no, it's my I'm just I have my night a table there with a few things. So I was
Okay.
just grabbing the manga that I have, which I probably won't be able to read.
Oh, you must have been moving something because it really sounded like you went,
Yeah. Oh, really?
but that's not
Oh,
what you were
maybe it's
doing.
my
Yeah, but that's what it
hair.
sounded like.
Maybe it's the
Oh, on the
hair that was
microphone?
messing with the microphone, I
Maybe.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, might have been.
I tried
Might
to,
have
but like
been.
maybe I should put it a little bit more here. Anyway. Yeah, I think I was a bit optimistic because like I was only like 30% into this book this morning anyway, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish
Mhm.
this and read the manga. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Sure, Clementine.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
I have been
Yeah,
I've been reading fast these days. I've been pretty good.
I've
I
been
think I
very
read
slumpy recently.
I think this week alone I read like one, two, three, four. Yeah, it's four. It's my fourth book that I've read. Plus, I DNF'd another one the last week. The book that I was reading, I DNF'd it. I did read some more though the next day. So I did read like 60, no, another 100 pages. I read like up till like page
Oh wow.
200 or something. And then I was like, yeah, no, there's nothing. Because like, no, but there was this one aspect in there that I was like,
Do you
because
want to
it's
tell
like
us what the
very,
book was, just for our
yeah,
one or two
for
people who
sure.
might be listening?
So it's
Yeah.
A Feather So Black by Lara Celine. And it does have this very much like fairy tale-esque kind of, feeling. Because like you have this main character, she's a changeling. So essentially, she's a fae and she was swapped by a human princess, and she's tasked by her mother, adoptive mother, the queen, to bring back the actual human princess who's in the Fey world. And so I was like hoping that they would do like something kind of like, not that what I was thinking was happening was not what I was thinking was happening, right? That there was like something in the tropes that was not like exactly how it seemed, but it was so far. So like 200 pages in, I was like, no, no. So I was waiting for this one thing to be there and to show me some things. But then I was like, yeah. And I was just so mad at the main character because I do understand partly why she's so naive, but she did get like a lot of explanation and a lot of things that she should not like trust it anymore. She should, yeah. So I was like, nope,
Hmm.
I'm done.
Fair, fair.
And I did read another book that I was not so happy with, or which is also another like folklore kind of inspired read. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, which that was not for me.
I think I started it and DNF'd it once, but
Yep.
I could be wrong because there were some like books with very similar covers that all came out around the
Sure.
same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but even if I didn't, I wasn't particularly
In
interested
this
in it.
one, you have like essentially it's like he's a bard. He's been away from his island and he's going back. And it's a little bit like an Irish kind of island. So there's like spirits, of the wind and the earth and the air and like the water and stuff. And he can use his magic to sing to the spirits. I think the magic is kind of cool because like you have also his mother as a weaver, so she weaves like like kilts, and other like um fabrics with some enchantments to protect them a little bit. And there's this like feud between the west and the east of the island. They once were together and then they've been broken apart, and so essentially like, and it's kind of interesting to note, but we never got any answers. But like that because like essentially like the West, so they don't have any resources, but they have a lot of magic. And on the other side, the on the east, like, or the reverse, I think it's the reverse. Anyway, the the plants thrive, but they can't have, like enchantments cost them a lot, right? It costs them their vitality, so they're like, restrained in this. So it's kind of interesting, and you're like, but how? Like, I wanted to know, like, how did it happen and stuff. But I know it's like a folklore fairy tale kind of inspired a little bit. So like, it's not going to explain the whole magic. I knew it from the start. That part was fine. The part I didn't like too much is that you do have like a romance that is starting, and then you have another one that is established, with like a husband and wife, but like the husband and wife, they never talk. it's like there's so much miscommunication, and it's not even miscommunication, it's just not communication. Like, and you have to wait painfully until like the end for them to actually communicate a bit. But
Gotcha. Well, as you've been talking about your books, I screen recorded all of my Libro FM audiobooks. It took me a minute and 45 seconds just to scroll through all of them. So I'm just going to hide
yeah,
over here in
I think
shame.
I'd better pick three of them then.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yep. So that's in your inbox
Mhm.
for your reference. I'll
Cool,
let you
cool,
get
cool, cool.
to that at your leisure.
Sure.
And
And
I
you
will say
also,
that not all of them were I wasn't actually intending to read all of them. I just haven't really gone through to clean them out. So it's entirely possible that you'll assign me one and I'll be like, never mind. And then I'll just get rid of
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
if you want, I can also like pick, because like I will probably look at it and a lot of them I'd be like, what are they? And I'm like, if I it sounds interesting, I'm gonna look at the synopsis and be like, oh, maybe, maybe, or whatever. So I'll
Yeah.
probably, put some also like, extras maybe or something. So I have like a couple more. So like if there's one and you're like, oh no, never mind, not that one, then you can, we can pick another one or something, right? It's okay.
Sure. Sure. I saw The Devils by Joe Abercrombie as I was scrolling through, and I think I only accepted it because it was like on the list or whatever, and I was just accepting a bunch of things fast. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, there are some
No, I'm
scary
not, I'm
ones
not
on there,
gonna.
but there are
Okay,
also kind of historicals. It should be easy. Yeah.
I gave you a Joe Abercrombie this year, so I'm not gonna
I
give you
know.
again.
Don't be mean to me again. Oh, goodness gravy. Yeah. Well, should we hop in for one last sprint, see what we can do
Yes, we should.
before we finish out? Okay,
We
awesome.
should.
Let's roll the die and see what it says. And if it's over the time, then I think the longest if we stop at like 7:55, that'll give us a few minutes.
Yeah.
So the longest we can really do is like 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you just want to do 32 minutes or do you want to do the number I rolled?
What's the number you rolled?
It's a good question. I got a 6. So that would be 18. But then we're going to have like a really awkwardly short sprint after that if we do 18. Or we could just do the 18 and then have that be our last one. How are you
We
feeling?
can do that. Yeah. That way I can go to sleep a little bit earlier. That would be welcome.
Perfect.
Sorry for
Awesome.
everybody online
No, I think
for
that's
doing
just
it short today.
fine. Yep. Alrighty. So this is going to be our last sprint. It's 18 minutes, and we'll see you guys at the end of it.
Yep.
And we're back. Oh no.
I have 8 minutes left in my book.
Sounds about right.
And my God, I laughed. I like
It's sad that we won't be able to celebrate with you, but this is one of those times where I feel like you snuggle into bed, right? You like get ready and then you read your last 8 pages and you drift
yep,
off to
yep. And then I don't know what to do with myself because it's going to be a cliffhanger for sure. But also, I know that I'm buddy reading the next book next month, so it's not that bad.
Oh, you have to wait until next month though. That's kind of sad. You can't just jump in right away. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
would
I
be
have
doing.
other plans, right? Because my TBR jar picked this one, but it's not picking the next one, right? So, like, you know.
I guess. This is where I feel like the real difference between you and I is because I'm like, I'm in the mood for it. Let's go. Let's do it while I'm happy. Like that's my mood reader mentality. Whereas
Oh,
you're like,
I might, but I'm also very much in the mood to read Brimstone, which is not in my list of a TBR jar either. That's really a mood read. So, like, and also I'm really in the mood to make some progress with my physical TBR. So, that's where I want to go. So,
good stuff. Well, even though tonight was a little bit shorter than normal, I still had a really
yes.
nice time. And it's actually
Yeah.
perfect timing because I think I have enough time to play one game of Blood on the Clock Tower with some friends tonight.
Ooh, nice.
So fun stuff. I'm going to go lie to some people. And everyone else have a really wonderful evening.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone.